him by your hair if it won't grow. You can fix your nose if he says so. You can buy all the makeup the Mac can make, but if you can't look inside you, find out who am I to be in the position to make me.
Welcome back. Hey everyone, it's been a long time. This is It's Fires On, and make sure you look into the lens, not to the actual LCD.
Oh, yeah, you know I'm not good with that because I never know where to look.
Sometimes pictures.
So I'm looking there.
Yeah, to the lens. Alright. Anyway, first let me say I am dealing with a stuffy nose, so I sound a mess in the middle of August because she had me out on my birthday in Brooklyn, walking on a promenade.
Like you
on
on
the bridge in the cold at night, so I woke up with a stuffy nose. Yeah. So this is It's Fire Zone. This is my best friend, Steffi.
Hi.
So what we doing? Girl talk today?
Girl talk.
Girl talk? We gonna do girl talk. Yeah. So we gonna have some girl talk today. So which topic you decided you want to elaborate on for them? We gotta come
We
over
talked
with
about
a little snoop. All right.
We talked about a couple of things, but I think the one that I really think we probably differ on, but really probably share the same opinion as a lot of other women our age, would probably be around like insecurities. Because the things that you find wrong with you, I know I don't see it. Other people don't see it. And then vice versa too. You know, and I've always had like just one really big one, and you had a few and they were always little. And
to you,
yeah, to me, I mean, yeah, mine was little to you and it was really big to me, but at the same time I do feel that the way we chose to deal with them and it was slightly different, and there were different reasons why we chose to deal with them in that way, but also whether they are still a factor right now at our age.
So do you want to go jump into what your insecurities are? You want me to start?
Go ahead, start the show.
All right, so let me tell you, I had some insecurities since I was a little girl. I was just say junior high school. First of all, my nose. I had this hump on my nose. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I kind of grew into it, so it doesn't bother me anymore. Another problem that, let me go back to my nose. When I met my current boyfriend, you had the nerve to ask me if my nose was broken. Did I ever say that?
You did not tell me that.
He said he thought my nose was broken before. I was like, oh my god. I was so conscious of this, and he really thought I never actually.
You never told me that.
He thought my nose was broken. Does it look that bad?
No, it does not.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So the other thing I had an issue with, my ears. Ever since I was young, I had like these spark, pointy, bat ears. And I never would wear my hair up. It would always be down and covering it. I actually grew into my ears, and I don't care. I throw my hair up in high buns, so it doesn't bother me. Another issue I had, which I still have to this day, my shoulders. They're like football shoulders, like broad and straight across from the back. They're not slender and feminine.
You do look like you can take a hit.
I can't.
No,
it's
just
mommy's
jokes,
fault.
though.
Mommy's built like that.
She is built like that, but it's
and I don't have no breasts, so it don't even like.
big breast.
But you have a like tender form. I have like this mannish.
You do
broad,
too. No, you do not. You know damn well we done seen some mannish women and we know nothing like them. Okay, but no, in all seriousness, all jokes aside, yeah, those have been your constant like insecurities.
And these baggy eyelids. Ishmael don't have baggy eyelids. You don't have baggy. Yes, you do. No, yes I do. You don't have baggy eyelids. My eyelids always look puffy.
You don't either.
Yes, I do. Do you see, like, I have these puffy eyelids. I never liked that. I always just look at Ishmael and be jealous.
Of what?
Because he had, like, nice cut crease eyelids.
Okay, listen. I'm going to talk about the stuff that I can understand why she would think those are an issue, even though they're not. Like her nose. Because she's always focused on it since we were little girls. I don't really know why or it came
surgery. I'm 31.
You're not going to get surgery.
I know what I'm saying. I didn't do it.
But even if you wanted to, you wouldn't. Okay? But that has always been constant. I don't know if it's because she's always envisioned having a smaller nose or maybe a bone straight nose or a flat nose.
Aaliyah got a nice nose. I love Aaliyah's nose and Mary J. Blige's nose. Those two noses.
Okay, so those are bone straight noses.
They have like the perfect nose in my eyes.
It's not perfect.
Well,
It's
in
just
my
a flaw
eyes,
face.
like they were the ones who caught my attention. Like, ooh, they have a nice. She has a nice nose. No, to this, even Mary J to this day, her nose is so.
She does, but you've never seen either one of them how they look in the morning. You don't know if they nose look like that in the morning. What the hell? And I'm not knocking their nose because I think Mary J and Aaliyah are very, very pretty, and I like their noses too. But we do know that makeup can do wonders. You know that. You've seen my pictures when I would do like some modeling when I was younger. My nose can look anyway. You know what I mean? So can my eyebrows. So can my eyelashes. Even my eye color when I used to wear contacts.
We're not makeup people. We don't wear makeup every day.
But that's my point though. You can't say they have the most perfect nose. You don't know what their nose look like when they wake up before all that stuff.
Well, that's what I
want
mine to look like when I wake up.
Well, it's not gonna look like.
I would have preferred.
Well,
my
not
nose
for
to look
nothing
like
though.
when
If
I
you
woke up.
really had a nose like that, it probably would have fit your face. All right. Now her ears were large. You know, but then at the same time, they weren't like Will Smith's large, and they weren't like out of place on her face. They actually fit her face. It was like the right size ears for your face. I don't understand what the problem was. You always said that like they used to stick out. That was your thing, right?
Yeah, people used to make fun of me. Obviously, it did not fit my face.
Nobody made
They
fun
were
of you.
pointy at the top, like Spark.
You used to do the dumb stuff like you used to, all right, wear your earrings, then you would have your bangs over here, and you push all this hair back here, and it would push your ears out. You did not have ears like Dumbo. You did that. And then on top of that, you kept sharing those insecurities with people. So when you do that, which you do know, when you do that, you draw attention to things that people may not either A, notice, or B, they don't think it's a problem to begin with until you point it out in that light. So that's on you. You know, and then with your shoulders fit your frame. You are, first of all, yes, it does.
People used to mention that without me even saying anything. So it obviously, men and women. So obviously,
mention what?
My shoulders.
Okay, first of all, they mention your shoulders because A, you've had this frame since we were younger, since we were kids.
Exactly.
Not that it was bad. It was just, first of all, it was tight, it was toned, and you've always had like you're short. Okay, you're short. That shouldn't be an insecurity because you know who got a problem? Those 13-year-old girls who are 6'5".
Yeah, but we like the same height, but we can't exchange jeans because my jeans are like high water for you.
Yeah, but your calves are bigger than mine.
Yeah, but
my calves never fit boots.
But you have long limbs.
I have long limbs and they're very
women with long limbs. I think the clothes look so nice on them, whether it be a skirt, shorts, or jeans. Her, I can't be like, yo, Steph, here's these jeans, because she gonna put it on like, son, it's like above my ankle.
All right, but at the same time,
she could give me hers, and I gotta cuff her shit.
Okay, but at the same time, you can say I have long limbs, but I've always had the problem of when I fluctuate between weight, which you do too. Whenever we're stressed out or we don't eat as much or whatever the case is, when I do, I tend to look excessively skinny. So you can say long limbs. Long limbs means that I will probably more than likely have a slim frame to begin with. Mm-hmm. So when I'm fluctuating between weight, I go from looking okay to sick, just like that. That's the first issue. The second issue is I have long limbs, but my calves are exceptionally small. So even with like knee-high boots or thigh-high, there's always that extra space where I really am 32, but I look like I'm a 16-year-old wearing my mother's shoes. It doesn't look right. You know what I mean? You don't have that problem. You have nice, a healthy size calf that even when you wear skirts, guys and girls be like, you have really nice legs.
Yeah, but if
you
I
have
put
a
on
perfect
size, I'm gonna look short and
but you don't put on size. Your frame is still a very small frame, and then at the same time, you have to look at your shoulders. You want to have my shoulders or another female's shoulders with the rest of your body?
Yes,
no.
You see Goldie? Goldie got some
Goldie is taller than you.
Thick, big legs, big butt, and up here nice and small
Goldie
and
is
slender.
taller than you.
But the point is her bottom is thick and bigger than mine, and up here smaller than mine. I can't fit Goldie's shirt. It's too tight.
Goldie is taller than you. And
yeah,
yes,
but her bottom
more.
is bigger. Down here, she wears bigger jeans than me, but I can't fit her shirt. Her shirts are too small for me.
Looking at you got some issues, and I thought we got over these, you know? Really and truly, honestly, those three have really been consistent since we were kids. I really don't know where it came from, and I don't know why. Can you tell them if you really ever got over it or how you adjusted it and accepted it?
Like for instance, my nose doesn't bother me anymore. I don't care because when I look at my pictures, it's not prominent. I look like I have a bridge. Because when I was younger, I had like a pug nose. But now I grew into my bridge. So it doesn't bother me. My ears, I grew into my ears. It doesn't bother me. I'm not somebody that obsesses over it and stare in the mirror every morning or at night and go to consultations and try to figure out how much it's going to cost to fix that. I never fix my nose. I don't care. I mean, some of you girls and men, it's like it takes over your life and it makes you unhappy. And it's like kind of what does it do to them? It's like mentally, like it depresses them, right? Mm-hmm. That's all they think of. Okay, well, let me ask you something. If you had the money, would you go and get consultation to change something on you?
No. Remember when I was younger, I did with the boobs.
Yeah.
My insecurity was I always wanted big breasts, and
talk about that because a lot of it's like
I don't even know. I don't exactly remember when it became an issue for me. I just remember, like, when I really started to think really heavily about it. It was in high school. I don't recollect anyone in high school ever saying anything to me that really made me, trigger the thought. But I really was like online, reading up on it, and how long does it take? How long is the recovery time? Or if I don't want to do surgery, can I take stuff? There used to be that thing. Remember, there was like that pill they sold it in England, the busty thing.
Oh yeah.
Take like 2. I even went as far as like calling to inquire about that. And surprisingly enough, even though they were trying to sell things, they never sold it to me because at the time I was 18, and what they told me was, A, I didn't have any kids yet, so my body wasn't really done, coming into itself, and then B, the average female that was taking those type of pills were already like in their upper 20s to low 30s, and I was only 18 at the time, and so for them I was still growing, and it's just like, I might have like a knee-jerk reaction to it and grow like a third arm or something. So that was a letdown for me. I really was looking forward to having bigger breasts, and I've always felt that what looks nice in a shirt are big boobs. I always felt that, when you get like a V-cut shirt or a round cut shirt, whatever cut it was, if there was some
just
type of
some of that little, what we don't have.
There. Yeah. I always thought that's what was sexy and what was pretty, and it wasn't necessarily for people. I just had my own definition of what sexy was, and for me that's what it was, so that's what I wanted. I had a very hard time buying shirts, so I became really comfortable in t-shirts simply because I could wear whatever size bra I want and get away with it just fine. And then at the same time, t-shirts, people don't really pay attention to you, but when you start to wear like V-cut shirts and like tanks and all of that, you draw attention to that area, and I always felt that I was bony in that area, and so I became really self-conscious. That was one of the things for me. As I mentioned earlier, my calves was also an issue for me, but not really as an insecurity. It just bothered me that they were so slim, and I guess I have nice sized calves, but they still can't fit a knee-high boot. There's still all that space going around it, and that's the thing that irritated me about my calves. Other than that, I was okay with it. What I started doing was really just how I transitioned over it. It got to a point where I really didn't care. Was one, I started trying to do reverse psychology on myself. So I literally started looking for reasons why being small-breasted is better. And one of the things that I came up with when I was younger, when I actually felt that it was okay to do it, I was like, well, I don't have to wear a bra. My shit just stands up.
I ain't started wearing a bra till I was 23.
Yeah. And I would literally just throw on a t-shirt or a tank and go about my business in the summertime. And then when I started doing that, and I realized I don't have to worry about the sweat all up in here or in my back and all of that, and then having to readjust the bra or constantly the pulling and all of that, I started looking at that as a benefit.
So you're content. If you was to win the lotto today, you won't go under the knife.
No, I wouldn't go under the knife. I'm okay with it, and also too, at 32, being that I am the same exact size that I was when I was like 19, I concluded that, you know what, it ain't gonna happen. You just tap into your core and you figure out why you have that insecurity, you'll figure out how to solve that problem. And once you figure out how to solve that problem, which is the insecurity, what you are insecure about will no longer be an issue.
Okay, so how you want to end this conversation?
By saying thank you for having me.
Thank you for being my guest. Hopefully we can do this a few more times.
We will. And, thank you for providing that outlet, to tackle these various conversations that I think women, specifically women of color, need to have.
And I hope you guys, my viewers, my subscribers, like this little twist to my YouTube channel. Please comment below and let me know if you want us to do this again. I mean, I'm going to do it regardless, but just let me know if it was a positive thing.
I hope so.
It's an outlet for you girls and guys. We just have these discussions going on in the world today.
And on that note,
I know.
good night.
Bye.